We've never done
Am
it
I
before.
sitting in the right position for you?
We are live. Yes, you are looking beautiful, and my little live button is jumping up and down, saying I'm
And
live.
when we're finished, we chat after the show.
Say that again.
When we're finished, I'll
Yes.
stay in and we'll have a chat.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. So welcome to tonight's live on the Spiritual Events Directory. Tonight you have moi, Kay Hamilton, the Courage Activator, and I'm so delighted to have Trish Murray join me tonight. So hello, Trish, and welcome.
Hello, Kay. Hello, everybody. How are you? How cool is it?
Yeah, so we are pretty excited because we've joined forces. We've discovered that we resonate with each other, and we discovered that we have a passion for beautiful, high-quality essential oils. And Trish has joined me, and Trish is joining with the flair of her modalities and her work, which is all about pathway to peace. So throughout the show, we're going to be talking to you all about what we both offer, and we're also going to be encouraging you to step into your personal power so that you can live the life that your soul desires. Now, we can see some people saying, yes, we need a reading. Well, we're going to give some readings, but we'd like to have a bit of a conversation first, because when we go into that energy of just giving readings, it's not very fulfilling. You don't really get a sense, or not fulfilling for us. And we would like you to get a better sense of who we are and what we have to offer. So what I'd like you to do is tell us in the comments, because we will be doing readings later, and we're going to be writing down who we're drawn to. And I'm the Courage Activator. So if you're looking for courage, let's know what you would like some courage for or to do. And if you're looking for a pathway to peace and finding some inner solutions, Trish is here to share her expertise and tell you a little bit about what we offer, because what we do isn't just sitting here pulling cards, giving you a little snapshot of advice. We have a whole lot more to offer, and we would love you to be a part of our community where Trish and I come together and I have a group on Facebook called Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom, and Trish has a group on Facebook. You've got a couple of groups, haven't you, Trish?
Yes, I have my community page for Pathway to Peace, and I also have a page now called Essential Oils, Chakras and Crystals with Trish.
Yes.
So you can pop over there and join that group, and that's where I'll concentrate on, sharing my knowledge about the oils and the benefits and how to use them and all about them in there. And you can come over to my main community as well.
Absolutely. So we're here to meet you tonight. We're here to let you know what our offerings are, but we're also here to invite you into our community where we do a whole lot of other things apart from just sitting here online on Spiritual Events Directory. Now, before we start, I want to ask you, Trish, what led you to move in the direction of Pathway to Peace? Have you got a little bit of a back end story about what this place?
I have a story, and it always seems to get bigger and bigger every time I tell it. So I'll try and keep it short. Pathway to Peace. Well, as a lot of people on here will know me already, but for those who don't, I've been very passionate all my life about, for want of a better description, the spiritual world, being involved, learning, and I've grown up through my life having a connection with spirit and having that knowing that there's more to life than just living in this physical being and doing what we do day to day and having the déjà vus and all of that sort of thing. And what really took me into my pathway to peace was after my mother died. My mother died of cancer. We cared for her at home with my siblings and so forth. And then a few months after that, I was already falling in. I had already fallen, but I went in extremely deep. It was like she went to the pearly gates of heaven and she opened them, and it was like, okay, you can come in now and you can really get into your work. I originally was known as Moments of Enlightenment. That was the name that I originally had. About 5 or 6 years ago, I changed it to Pathway to Peace because it really resonated. Probably because I am a soul coach practitioner. So dealing with the soul, delving deep and really bringing you into your joy and your happiness in your everyday life brings that peace. And it is a pathway that we walk to do the work. So that's in short how I got there.
So your, I don't know why your link's coming up so long like
that's
that.
come up a bit funny,
Grab that,
hasn't it?
post that too, maybe. I did do one before and it posted a lot neater than that. But anyway, you can click on those links to find us. You can private message us on friend request us on Facebook. You can then invite yourselves or request to join our groups and join in our community, because beyond what we're doing here on the Spiritual Events Directory, we are also within our oil community. We are creating a group of amazing people who are movers and shakers, because we know that we need to do the internal work to feel the external, to get the benefit of the external effects in our life, because from within is so without, and we know that it's quite a journey. Trish, did you find stepping into your pathway to peace was an easy journey, or
No.
is it completely? No, that's right. It doesn't just roll into our laps, does it?
Absolutely not, Kay. You are so right there in the words, how you express that then, because, if this pathway of mine had been easy from the minute I was born, from the minute I became a little baby in this world, I wouldn't be sitting here now with you, with many others in the communities I mix in, just in my life in general, and the experiences that I've had of, loss through death, loss through relationships, divorce, you name it, all the things that you do, the things that you experience and you learn, and the not so good things, and also the good things as well. But you've got to tread the boardwalk. You really do. I really believe if we don't tread this boardwalk, we don't have anything to learn. And if I haven't got anything to learn, I wouldn't be here. I would have no need to be on this planet Earth. So I believe we do have to walk, and it's not an easy path. It really, really isn't. And as I always say to people, I'm here to nurture, I'm here to mentor, I'm here to support, I'm here to help you as much as I can. But I also do it in the knowledge that my journey is not finished, my pathway will never be finished, and my learning has never stopped, and it never will. So with every word I speak and action I take with you, I'm actually learning myself, and that's what I love about my pathway to peace as well, because it's omnipresent, it's everywhere, it's all the time, never ends, and thank God that it doesn't. That's all I can say.
I've got a 5 in my numerology, so I like a lot of change, and I like to mix things up. I like to be spontaneous, but each and every one of us are really different, and we all have different needs. I talk about courage because I know that to get to the peace, which is where you're nurturing your community, to get to that peace, we actually have to take a step into our courage, because we can't just sit at home and wish and dream all these things. We actually have to take some action. And when you and I were talking about what we're going to be doing on the show, we called ourselves courage. We talked about peace. We talked about freedom. But for me, I brought the word joy in, because we not only we need to step into our courage, we need to bring the peace in, but we also want to feel the joy of what potential we have, or the joy once we align with our soul. I always feel like it's something that we need to align with ourselves. Thinking about our soul, I love talking about divine nudges. So when you get those nudges of, I'd really like that crystal, or that nudge, I think I should do some meditation, or it might be yoga, or gosh, I should be walking every day. Now, we often have these little thoughts that come to our mind, but we don't always take notice of them. And my message is that we really do need to take some action towards those messages. So tonight we're going to be talking about some essential oils, some crystals, I've got some beautiful cards. And what I'd like to do tonight is dedicate tonight's show. I'll pull a card to give us a little bit of focus about what we're going to do in and around tonight. These are some beautiful I Am cards by the lovely Jan Marie Brooke, who is actually watching here tonight. I don't think she can comment though. So this is a really nice way for us to start off with a beautiful message, and it's I am connected, fun, inspiring, and impactful. So tonight we're going to bring all of those values in, or those feelings of let's get connected to ourselves, connected with each other, and even connected with what we resonate with. Now, I resonate with beautiful essential oils. That's really what really excites me. I love using crystals. I love fun. I've spent a couple of days with my grandchildren the last few days, and we had some down on the beach and in that land of being creative and using our imagination. What about inspiring? We want to be inspired, but we want to be impactful, because I think it's time for each and every one of us to step into our true magnificence and start playing our role in life, knowing that with each ripple, or to me, with each drop of oil, you can change the way, the direction, the ripples of our energy pass out to each and everyone on the earth plane, and we have an impact on other people, even if we don't feel that we directly do. Would you agree with that, Trish?
Absolutely. With every action that we take, with every tool that is offered in our pathway on our journey, the reason they're offered to us is to help us, as Kay talks about, stepping into your courage, and I talk about the pathway to peace. But you can't get on that pathway if you don't step into the fear and grab that courage and get going. So the way we do that is, it's not just by words, it's not just by services and programs and things that, that we offer, like my soul programs that I offer are very, very powerful to get you into those places and spaces of who you are and honor yourself. But the tools that we can have, and crystals are really good, but oils are marvelous, because there's something you can support your whole being with. They're not just for, like, I have in my diffuser here, I have my oils diffusing, and they make me feel wonderful and alive, and I feel the clarity and all of that type of thing. But I can do so much more than burn them. And this is what a lot of people don't realize, the benefits that we can receive if we just have a little bit of knowledge about how to use them. And that's, along the lines of what Kay is saying, and why we decided to come together in this space with doing this, because, you can put them in your drinks, you can add them to your food, you can place them on your body. There's so much more that you can do to support yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And if you do that, in turn, you're nurturing those who are around you, because you're sharing, you're emanating that beauty that you are creating within yourself. And then that beauty has the roll-on effect, and then it makes you more aware of what's around you, the planet Earth, Mother Earth we walk on, and on the story goes with the effects. So they are absolutely very, very powerful. And you only need a little bit of knowledge. You don't have to be someone who knows the ins and outs of the makeup of the oil, how they came, and all that sort of thing. So long as you can take a little bit of interest in that, that's the good start. And then as you use and you learn about them more, you'll become more knowledgeable. So just open the door and let them in, is what I say to you.
On that note, Gary Young, because Trish and I both absolutely adore Young Living Oils, because they're organic, they're sustainable, they come from our own partner farms or corporate farms all around the world. And Gary Young, who is the founder of Young Living Oils, I've actually got a beautiful bottle here, which is a rare one, and it's called Gary's Light. Now, I love to invoke the energy of Gary whenever I'm working with oils, And since they put this beautiful blend out, it makes it really easy to bring his energy in. So Gary's message, and this is what I do, I just put a drop in the palm of my hand and I will activate it 3 times and I just smell it in. Deep, breathe really deeply, because then that gets it going all through our body. And I also like to move it in and around my aura. Now, Gary's message with the oils was, if you don't, people would say, well, how do I use this oil? And he would say, open it, open the bottle and smell it and see what your intuition wants to do with it. So it's rather lovely when someone's opened an oil and they go, oh, I feel I want to put it on the back of my neck. Or so that takes the necessity of us to really know exactly what to do with these oils. I know people have said, oh, I want to get a kit, and I get a beautiful kit, but I don't know what to do with it. And then to me, that's all I know. My journey was, I opened the box that I ordered online. I hadn't smelt these oils at first. And when I opened the box, they just smelt absolutely delightful. And I knew instantly that I was accessing something completely different than I'd ever experienced before. So that started me off on this amazing journey, and it's why I'm doing what I'm doing now, because I have caught hold of the vision of supporting everybody else who wants to take the right action so that you can step into your personal power.
Absolutely.
Now, you decided, Trish, you bought some oils, particular oils that you're going to do tonight. So
Yes,
I'll hand it over to you and you can share with everyone what you would like.
Well, just before I talk about the couple of oils that I chose for coming in tonight for, I suppose, what we can all call our introduction tonight, being here together, but it was also more about, we're in the new year now. We're in this 2021 that everybody has craved. Everybody has wanted 2021 because they thought that when we hear those words 2021 at 12 a.m. on the stroke of midnight on the 1st of January 2021, the whole world was going to change. Everything was going to change. Everything was going to drop off that was shit, and all the good stuff that was coming. Sounds crass, but that's basically how it is. But you know what? We have to do the work. So I really need to add that in. And this is what these tools are about. And that's why I've chosen these 2 oils that I'll talk about. But I just wanted to add into something that Kay said, how we use the oils and how wonderful they are, and use them intuitively if that's how you're led to use them. But I actually used them on the weekend in a distant healing for somebody. I won't mention who it is. The person is actually on here tonight, and Kay will know them, who had a physical problem in the shoulder area. She'd been in pain for days. I did a distant healing for her using energy, and I used pranic healing, and I physically pulled out the pain and the knots and so forth. But I also used the oils. And what I did was I placed the oils like Kay showed you on my hand, just a drop, rub them together, and actually place them to the screen and place them into the person's body. So remember, if you're using oils and you've got someone who's unwell and can't use them, remember, if you want to know how to use them, just ask myself or Kay, and we can help you with that too. You know, especially if you've got people who are elderly or really unwell and you know that a bit of oil will help them, please put your hand up and ask that, you know, because we're here for that as well. Yes. And I think that's really important for people to know.
Absolutely.
But the oils I chose tonight were orange and RC. I'll just hold them up close so people can see. So there's the orange.
See the orange, not the RC. Yes, and funny. Go back to front.
RC. I know. I get like that on the screen. It's like, where am I? Yeah. So just ignore me, everyone. So orange oil and RC. Now, the reason that I resonated with these for tonight was because we are in this newness. We are now in 2021. We're wanting it all to happen. We want to grow. We want our dreams and we want our visions. These 2 oils can help you along with that by using them and putting them into your daily, your daily routine, or even if it's just once a week or something like that, however you want to use them. But they're good to activate the chakras. So for base, which is where we want to be working at the moment, and also then throat, speaking the truth. And when I say speaking truth, it's about using the oils to help you to speak that truth and honoring yourself. This is what using these oils are about. You can pop these oils into your drinks, into your water, into your food. So you can use them in many ways, and they will help you physically, mentally, and spiritually, emotionally. They will give you that boost, and surprisingly enough, they're going to give you that insight. So you can use both when you're working with those two chakras by just using a drop, and you can place them on your body, on that chakra, or just anywhere on your body, or even just on your hands like Kay showed you, and breathe them in, but take that breath to that chakra, that energy center that you're working on, where that blockage is. Is there anything else you want to add to that, Kay?
So the orange oil is, I like to use that. You can use that one around your tummy button if you are feeling lack of joy, if you're feeling like you're stuck, you've got the blues, or you've lost your inspiring, connected fun. So yeah, beautiful. I can taste it now that you're holding that up. You've got it open. I love putting it in my drinks, and I always stir your drink around your water, because then the oil doesn't float on the top, and the molecules of the oil get break down, and they get dispersed throughout the water, and it's a really great, refreshing drink. Some people even actually, you put the orange water in ice blocks.
Yes,
and that is another refreshing way to add them to your drinks. Particularly summertime here in Australia, it's a great one. So for that fun and that inspiration, goes beautifully with the card that I drew tonight. And the RC is where I would use that one is on my chest as well, because it's got all those beautiful oils that are going to help open your airways. And if you're feeling a little bit dull in the chest, it's going to help you to expand and open up so that you can feel like taking some deep breaths. And I also feel RC is one that helps to give you a new perspective or a fresh outlook, or to put you in a new place in life.
And with that RC, just to let everyone know what I was doing then, I placed the orange oil on my hands. And I put my hands like this so that the energy of that oil was sent out to everybody here who's with us tonight. Beautiful. So you can feel the benefits of that. And funnily enough, I just realised that I'm the orange queen tonight. Orange oil, orange top, and I painted my nails orange, and I never even realised. So there really is something going on about orange for me, isn't there?
There you go. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, solar and sacral chakras are coming in for me as well. But I'm just going to, that's what I was doing, just so people knew what I was doing. I was just sending the energy of that oil to everybody here. And I can feel the pressure in my hands, so that I hope that just give yourself a moment and allow the beauty of this oil to reach you here. I know some people might be skeptical and think that this is not possible, but believe me, if you open your heart space and open your mind, we can send the energy of this oil to you. So I just ask you to be open that, because I sort of tend to do very many different things for those who don't know me on here. And it does work. It does work. But also just that RC with what Kay was saying, popping it on the chest for people who have lung and chest problems, or you're suffering with cold or anything like that. This oil will also help you if you're struggling with emotional problems, emotional things going on, because your chest becomes heavy when we get emotional. So it can help you in that aspect as well. And then you can start moving into adding the crystals with them as well. So crystals that I feel that work with these are the carnelian crystals. So I've just got a couple here so they're easy for everybody to see. This in particular with the orange oil. And again, you can see the colour scheme that's happening here. I'm going to dream of orange tonight, aren't I?
Yes.
So this is a very powerful crystal. Also, the other ones that you can use are jaspers. I haven't got a jasper on me at the moment, but the jaspers that we would use with this oil are the browns and the reds, not the mookites or anything like that, because they have different properties in them. And sorry, I don't have a jasper on me at the moment to show you. Citrine with both these oils is good as well.
Yes.
And also hematite because of the grounding. Now, remember we spoke about the base chakras. So this is very grounding with these oils. And also aquamarine is very good as well. It's probably a bit hard to see the colouring there.
Yeah, it looks
so there's
beautiful.
just a couple of crystals I thought I'd introduce you as well that you can add in with the use of the oils, but the important properties, of course, are the oils.
So,
absolutely. So it's all about the self-esteem, everybody. It's all about that courage that Kay works with and talks about. It's all about reaching that freedom, reaching that peace, bringing everything in. But yes, you've got to do the work, like we said.
yes,
And this is one of the ways that you can be held in empowerment to do that.
absolutely. So because we're really working with vibration and energy when we're talking oils, we're talking crystals. I also work with colour, and
Yes.
I offer one-on-one activate your courage sessions, and I will channel colours, and I do a signature piece of artwork. But tonight, and I also work with the energy of oils if my clients aren't with me. So as Trish was saying, energetically, if I'm doing a reading with someone, I pull out oils that people need, and then I will help to energetically shift them, even if they're not in the same room as me. So that ripple effect of energy is quite a powerful thing to do.
Absolutely.
So now I found someone, Trish, that I was resonating with earlier on,
Yes.
and Anna Krista, because let's see if we can find some people who we resonate with. So Anna, she was posted earlier. I hope you're still here, Anna. I would like courage to step out and speak up and lead, and I would like the peace to hear the guidance that is trying to come through me. Well, that's absolutely fabulous. One of my expertise is supporting people to step up, to speak out, to speak their truth, and to speak your gifts. And all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a colour card for you, Krista. It's Christina.
Anna Christina.
Yes, Anna Christina. So I've stopped at this one, and it's called Black. Find the richness from the dark night. So, we go through these times where I feel despair, loss of, loss of connection to our soul or our gifts. But it's in that dark night of the soul that sometimes we feel that little tiny spark of light, which is there for us to follow and to expand. So that one is for you, Christina. And I'm just going to pull you out an oil card. Normally I've got my oils with me and I do in a bag next to me, but I'm not at home at the moment. I'm at my beautiful friend Gary's place, and he has beautiful chimes, and I decided to sit in front of all these beautiful photos that he takes with water, through water, and see all the beautiful rainbows, but that's a story for another day. So, Christina, Rosemary, resting in the space of clearing and protection. So you've got to clear out that negative energy, shed the light on it, and the aroma of rosemary is going to help you to remember. It's going to help you to awaken and release, freeing your conscious mind from long-held beliefs and patterns. So you might need to look at some of those things that have you held in some of those things that have you held locked, because when you start releasing those things and start working on them, that opens the door for all these beautiful things to come in. So you can breathe in the aroma of rosemary and expand your consciousness and wake up so that you can free yourself from those feelings. Is there anything you could add? We'd like to add, because she asked about the peace there.
I think the peace for you will come once you open the door. That's where I'm feeling for you. I think your door is a bit closed. You're holding yourself back. Can you just hold that card up again one more time for me, Kay? That you cut out? No, the first card that you pulled out, the
Just black. Okay, yes.
yes. Just have a look at that. That card in itself holds a lot of beauty. And what I want you to understand just for the moment there is that if you look at the bottom of the card, it looks quite heavy. It's very black, which can be very daunting. And what I want you to understand is please don't go into that mode of, my God, look at the depth of black in there. That's pretty scary. I can't see what's in there. I don't know what's going on. And I am sure as hell I'm not walking in there, girlfriend, because that looks really scary. Look beyond that, because if you have a look, and it's a bit hard because I'm on, we're two screens here, but if you have a look, you can see they're trees, but in actual fact, what I see there, they're people, and they're people that are waiting for you. They're waiting for you, but you can only have this in your life if you open the door. And I actually feel quite breathless in my chest as I came in to speak about where you're at, and it's because I'm feeling that scared that you're feeling. So I just want you to know, by looking at that card, even though the depth of the black is daunting, it's actually not, because black is beautiful. It is a beautiful color. It's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to wear if you can look at the beauty of it beyond that scare factor that it tends to bring to. It's like seeing the death card in the tarot deck. Death doesn't mean that you're going to die. Black doesn't mean that you're going to fall in the depths and never be found again. There's people waiting in there, and they're waiting to guide you. They're waiting to mentor you. And above all, they're waiting to help you and listen. So please open that door, and then that peace will come.
Yes.
Okay.
It goes back to that thing of listening to the nudges, Anna.
Yes.
I've got quite like, actually, when you look close up, you can see. I've just noticed this. See the star in here?
Yes, absolutely. Right.
So that's the light that I was talking about. I remember in my darkest moments many years ago, I knew I was devastated, but there was this tiny spark within me that excited me, that I wanted to expand. So, Anna, it is a time for you to really explore that journey. And I think Trish and I we both have an opportunity for anyone who is here tonight who would like to connect, and I offer free little mini consultations if you'd like to know more about oils. And what do you do, Trish, with your mini consultations?
Yes, I'm the same. If anybody wants to connect, you can just go to my Linktree link that Kay has put up, click on that, and it'll lead you to my Facebook page, Pathway to Peace. And you can, if you're not already a part of my page or Kay's, I do ask that you come into our community and like and share, follow our page, because it's just a small energy exchange that we ask people to do. But you can also message through there, the same as you can, Kay. I'm happy to connect with you, create a Zoom meeting for a time that suits us both. And we have a 10, 15-minute chat, bit of a mini reading. And what I do is I intuitively, once you come in and before you get there, I'll know what it is that you're needing. I know what direction. And we can add the oils and the crystals in and all that sort of thing as well. And then, we go on the journey of discovery together as to what it is you're needing. And yes, I can also talk about the oils. And we can get you set up with the kits, and we can guide you, and you can come into mine or into Kay's group, where we'll be talking about the oils and how to use them and the benefits. So please be open to doing that as well. And 15 minutes, it's all it takes. And I'm happy to give that 15 minutes. I always offer that when I'm in here on my lives, and I've chatted with lots of people in that way. And it's a great way to create your community. It really is. So come on board with us, everybody. It's time to get up and go. It's time to, stop talking about it and take the action, as we talked about before.
Take the next step. So, yes. So what I'd like you to do is, in the comments, we're gravitating towards the people who are telling us, give us a little bit of insight about what you would like to activate your courage for, what you would like peace for in your life. What is it? What's blocking you? Give us a little bit to help enhance the messages that we are getting for you here tonight. So let me know. Have you found anyone, Trish, that you are resonating?
I'll have a look, but I've got someone in here that you could read for, MK Whitehead. Can you see? Because you can pop comments up on the screen. I can't.
Oh, okay.
She wants which oils are for letting go, inner peace, self-worth, enlightenment. So a card reading around that. I'm going to let you do that one, and maybe I'll do.
Oh, okay, I can see.
Yep, and I might read for. I just saw somebody in here. Belinda McGill, I'd like to read for you, my love. So if you're still there, let us know.
Yes.
Belinda's chatting about she feels she needs peppermint at the moment.
Yes, I checked Belinda the other day. Yes,
yep.
Excellent.
Now, funny
so
enough, when we first talked about coming in for our first night, peppermint was one of the oils that we touched on that we thought was good for the new beginnings and for creating that life. So, Belinda, for you, what I'm feeling is you're gravitating towards that peppermint oil because you are looking to start over, because you know you need to start over. That's the energy that I'm getting with you. I haven't drawn a card. I'm just going intuitively what I do because I'm better with mind-to-mind connection, and then I'll pop a card in the end and see how we go, how it matches. So forgive me if you're not seeing a card yet.
yeah.
You're really craving to start again. You're really craving to drop off in the ocean what no longer serves you, as we call it, and you can actually do that. You actually need to sit and you need to gather up all the crap that's been going on. It's family patterning, it's family related that's around you, and I feel that it's on the female side of the family tree. So that would be mother family patterning, which is a really big thing for the women. It's not always a lot on the father's family patterning. It's more for the women, obviously female to females. We will just quickly describe that at the moment. But there's been a lot of water under the bridge, whether you're aware of it or not, is sort of how I'm feeling with you as well. I think there's a lot of things there that have happened, have been experienced and been said over time. And this goes back to when you were young, and you've also brought it in from another soul life, but that's another conversation because I can get in really deep there. But that's the basis of where you're feeling at the moment. And that's why you're being drawn to this peppermint, because when you smell that peppermint, you feel alive. So I encourage you, if you don't have a kit already, to come on board and get a kit, take on these oils, because I'm someone who is feeling for you that you really have your eyes open now, but your heart is closed. We need to get that going with the eyes as well, okay? So that you can get there, because you're carrying a lot of crap with you. You need to drop off this baggage in the ocean. You need to put it in a suitcase. You need to drop it off, give it to Mother Earth, let her take it to the deep oceans and do what she needs to, and you bring in the newness. But you've got to understand that everything around you can only be better if you allow it. And I think you get close at times, but you won't go to the courage stage. So I'm going to encourage you to step into your courage to reach that peace that you're looking for. So if you don't already have the kit with the peppermint oil in, get in there and get that, and get using those oils that you're drawn to, because they will give you that clarity and that help you to get that insight, because they'll calm you down. And I feel when I say that, you need to be calmed down. Okay, so I'll just quickly draw a card to match that up, if you like. And fire opal, sensuality and confidence. Okay, now sensuality, that word is coming in with the fire in this beautiful crystal. You've got every color in the chakra, every color in the rainbow. You've got every color of everything that represents us here, in every aspect, because everything's associated to color and numbers. If you don't know, they are. And confidence. You see how it's talking about the confidence? Now those stars will shine and they'll come closer, closer, closer to you, but you've got to do the work to allow them to come in. And if you look right into that crystal, I hope you can see it, and look right into the middle. It's almost like it's got a bullseye in there, and that's what you need to aim for. And this fire opal has come to you to set the fire in your belly to do. Okay, fire in the belly. That's where we want to get you. Fire in the belly. It's there, but it's just smoldering, you know. Yeah. So get the match and ignite the bloody thing.
Because the oil is an oil to. It's an oil for activation. It's an oil that you smell and it wakes you up, and it, when you're feeling like you're out of breath or something, when you
That's
smell
right.
peppermint, it opens the lungs and
Yes.
makes you
Yes.
feel very expansive.
Yes. And I also feel you're getting pains in your back as well. I just need to let you know that, because if I don't, I can feel the energy, and I need to part that energy off to the person that I'm reading for. So I'm just going to let you know, I feel that you have had back, not necessarily stabbing pain, but it's like ache pain. That's the only way I can describe it. So it's like, if you know anything about the body and you go into the back, you've got the shoulder blades and you've got the lungs. They look like the angel wings when you look at them. You're aching all down that area, and it's because you're carrying the world on your shoulders, because you know you want to get rid of it. So I really do encourage you to try and get rid of it. So if either myself or Kay can help you, please come into our community and send us a message, and we will happily get you on that journey. And the peppermint on your back, also with a like a balm. We need to make you up a balm, okay, to rub in, because that will also help to draw out what's going on and relax. Because the more you're like this, you can't think. So you've got a lot going on, but we can certainly get rid of that a lot going on and place it with some really good stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So thanks for interacting, everyone. MK Whitehead, which oils for letting go? Well, we have a beautiful oil called Release, and that one helps us to just release whatever is going on. Stress Away also comes to mind. I think that might be another gentle way. It opens you up to just feel, I don't know, when you put Stress Away on, your stresses just disappear. And very refreshing, a very light oil. And Inner Peace. Well, Inner Peace comes from valuing who you are and acknowledging that you have value, acknowledging that you have that. I think what is it? Affirming your gifts and your talents. Self-worth, thanks. So another one for self-worth would be orange oil, because that's what we talked about earlier. It's going to help you to step into your personal power. It's an oil that's going to help you to release your emotions and give you the ability to move on. And enlightenment, or even in all of those, frankincense is the oil that's going to help you to really listen to those messages in meditation, in prayer work, and it's going to help you detach from those, not so much detach, transmute those negative thoughts about yourself. Frankincense opens your mind, opens your third eye, and helps those messages from Source, from God, from Creator, to nudge you in the right direction. And you will find, actually, there was someone, I can't think who it was, there was someone that bought a kit of oils, and that the amazing thing was, I got this wonderful message where she was, I put on such and such an oil, I can't remember what it was, and the next minute she knew, or the next day or something, she was out and about in a paddock, and she just felt spontaneously like dancing in the paddock. Now, this is the kind of effect these oils have. And I just want to have a little talk about Young Living and why Trish and I have gravitated towards Young Living oils. And that's because we are all about sustainability, organics. We're all about quality. These oils are 100% pure, and our role is to educate you to realise that not all oils are 100% pure, even if you've got 100% on the label, because the regulation requires that you only have to put a few drops of oil in a bottle that are pure oil, and you can still call it a pure oil. So I know with Young Living, we don't have to worry about any of that. Young Living takes care of our quality control through our Seed to Seal promise. Tricia started with a kit of oils. You can see her kit in the background there. So the kits we talk about, actually they're called a bundle now, a premium bundle, and they're great value. You get 12 oils, you get a diffuser. This whole pack is something that arrives on your door, and you have 12 oils to play with. And when you get one of those, I send you a piece of paper that talks about all the oils and how they can work to activate our courage.
Absolutely. And the other thing with what Kay is saying there, that, you know, doing this work over the many years, not just my work and my passion, but I've always had an interest in oils and crystals and all sorts of things anyway. But what I have found with most oils is they say they're pure essential oil. They say that they come from the fields that are organically looked after and grown and loved and all of that sort of thing. And 9 times out of 10, I found they're not.
Yes.
And also they have a lot of what I would call additives in them to make them smell like they're essential oils, and you go to use them and it's like, I've really got to turn that off, can't handle it. And the other reason I'm eventually drawn to these, and I've been watching them for a long while, is because if you're someone who suffers with physical problems, with immune system problems, which I do have, I have a low lung capacity compared to many people. I operate on a 70% lung capacity because I got very, very sick many years ago. So I get the asthma and I have an immune system problem. I'm like borderline lupus and all of this sort of thing. So I have lots of things going on. Mind you, they don't stop me from living and doing what I'm doing, just saying. But what I've found with these oils, I can trust them to be with me. And I think that's another big thing that we all can be feeling safe about, is because they are so pure, they are so loved, they are so cared for in the processes of growing them, but taking them from the fields and getting them into the bottles. And I can tell you, with my asthma, using these oils, they don't take my breath away. They don't make me feel sick or lightheaded. They're not affecting me in any way. In fact, I know when I'm diffusing them, I'm feeling pretty damn good. So I can sit here as an advocate and say, if anyone does have any problems, I have a lot of faith in these oils for those reasons, because of the way they have been born, but not just born, that have continued to be nurtured. So I think that's a very important thing when we're using products in our homes.
Yes. Kimberly's saying, Kay, you're not by your oils tonight. No, I'm not, but I'm not at home. But I do, look, I have a backpack here, and I do have, look, here's a pouch of oils, and I usually am choosing oils, but when I'm not at home, I often revert to my cards, because I've got 5 different decks here that I can draw from. So I'm glad not glad you're missing my oils, but it's nice to know, Kimberly. I haven't got my pack of oils behind me at the moment.
No.
So, yeah.
I'm used to seeing Kay with a great big wall of oils as well. And that's what's going to happen here for me too. I'm going to match her wall eventually.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
All right, we want to draw another card, shall we?
Yes. Would you like?
Let's draw another card.
Like to resonate with there?
So who shall we look at tonight? Let me just see I did have someone here and it's gone now. I think it was Belinda.
You did Belinda McGill. Sometimes it's hard for us to remember.
Yes, it is. It's a little bit hard. Okay, I think it was Belinda. Now, the reason I was drawn for you is Belinda, you've been procrastinating. That's what it was.
Okay.
She was procrastinating. So I think, Belinda, the reason I just wanted, to pick you to do a quick reading for was to let you know that procrastination is always felt and seen to be a problem. But for you, I think procrastination has played a really good part. That's what I'm getting, because it has stopped you from making decisions that could have been not the right ones for you. So I just want you to know, if you feel like you've been procrastinating, look at it in a different light, look at it in a different way, sit with it, go back and review. I want you to write your list of what's been happening and what you feel you've been procrastinating about. Then review the list and go over and go through why you procrastinated, talk about why it made you feel that way, that you were procrastinating. But I want you to delve in and connect with the outcome that you had through procrastinating, because I want you to see that it was a good thing that you did. Okay. Now, I know we talk about procrastination, stop doing it, but sometimes it's a good thing, and that's what I'm feeling for you. So I think you're feeling anxious because you have procrastinated and you think you shouldn't have. The energy is saying, Spirit is saying that it's a good thing that you have, because it has stopped you from virtually falling over the cliff face first and regretting the decision that you made. And it comes, you know, families, friendships, works, choices, studies. It's like everything for you. So just slow yourself down, know that it's okay. Then once you've done that activity, go to the next activity and write down, what's a priority for me? What is it that I want to step into my courage for first, reach the peace and achieve? Just slow yourself down. Be kind, one thing at a time. You don't need to be doing it all. You really don't. And I think you need a power card to go with that from this deck. So I hope that makes sense to you. Because at the end of the day, it's not supposed to make sense for me, because the information is for you. So I hope you understand it. And the other thing I always say to people, if you don't understand anything I'm saying, don't worry about it. It'll come to you at the right time, the right moment. Divine guidance. How fitting was that? Okay. So
Yes.
it's the search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends.
Absolutely.
So there you go. It seals the deal. Divine guidance, and that's what you'll find if you do those activities that I've just mentioned to you. Okay.
And Kimberly, you've asked for inner child healing and self-love. So we have an oil called Inner Child. So child is one you can put on your tummy button. It's one you can just douse yourself with. It's going to make you feel light. It's going to help you release all those things that feel heavy, and all those. There's a sense of if the inner child is not free, you've taken life too seriously. Some things come in that's made you think that you don't have room to move, is what I'm getting for you. So reach out, Kimberly. Come along and have a little oil reading with me. I'll talk about what oils that are going to support you. I'll help you with an affirmation. Please friend request us. I can see some friend requests coming through now. So friend request us. I've put our links in there. I would also like to talk about a couple of our programs, because we are at the 8:07 mark, so we'll be winding things up.
So, Kate, just before you do that, if I may, sorry to interrupt, just in case Belinda has to sign off, I meant to tell you which oil I was drawn for you, Belinda, and it's the Stress Away. So if you if you don't have your oils already and you want to know more, contact me and we can talk about the oils. And this is the one in particular at this moment that I've been drawn to. Sorry to interrupt, Kate.
No, fine.
I just wanted to catch Belinda in case she had to sign off. And she goes off thinking, well, what oil was for me? So thank you. Sorry.
Excellent. So Kimberly said she's in my community. I presume mine or maybe Trisha's or both. You can be in both our communities.
Yes, you can.
We've got oil group pages, so we'll be offering our own flair or our own flavour, should I recommend. What I would recommend you do is seriously look at getting one of these kits and join our communities. So what I am offering on Tuesday week also is an Activate Your Courage 2021 Vision Masterclass. And there is a link in my link tree, link that I'm posting throughout the time there. You can register there, and it's only $17, and you're going to hop on with a group of inspired people who are ready to make a step and lay down some foundations for creating the what you want in 2020. It's a really good valued masterclass. It's going to help you to step into your alignment so that you can bring into your world all those things that you're yearning for. So that's on Tuesday week. If you are already in my oil community, if you buy one of these kits of oils or you've already set yourself up with a wholesale account, which is what we do when we buy one of these beautiful kits, well, if you're already in my community, you will get the masterclass for free. And I will have ongoing classes. Have had a busy start to the year. for myself with family and with some expos and things. That's why I'm not at home at the moment, because I've travelled a couple of hours away from home, and I've gone and set up my expo workshop or expo table for tomorrow. But where was I going with that? So where was I? How did I get onto that? But anyway, join our community. Get yourself a kit of oils, and I offer quite a few different things to support you to step into your courage and peace. The peace of, and I just got this word. What is it? The peace of the passing of understanding, or what's I don't know what I'm getting. What's that word? The peace of it. Anyway, bringing peace into your life is definitely what we all need, and we've all had a great 2020. And it's time for us to become the masters of our destiny and invoke things within ourselves to give ourselves the inspiration and to create the life that we're looking for.
Absolutely. And I have a class happening too on the 26th of January.
Yes.
So for those who might want to join my community as well. And as Kay said, come into both, be in both, because the more we're with each other, the more fun it is as well, and the more friends you make. Well, and that's the other important thing. We're here to support each other with the oils and have some fun with them at the same time. But I have a class in my oil group, which I'm going to be doing 26th of January. So I'll talk a bit about the oils and the benefits and nurture you. So if you would like to participate in that, as I say, click on the link tree, go in and join my community and join the oil group. If you don't want to be in the oil group, that's okay, and you just want to come in for the first class to see how you go, I'll be putting a link up again tomorrow, and my class is just going to be $9 to start with, just to give people an opportunity. Now that Kay's $17, mine is $9. Don't be looking at the dollar. Just come on down. Just join us. And also, if you are in my group, you'll come into that group. I will go into admin and let you into my group, and you'll have privy, just as Kay's group does, to receiving the information, the insights, the support, and I'll be putting up, recipes and how to make bath bombs using them, and diffusers and all sorts of things as well. So I'll be doing that on the 26th. So come in and join us both. Have fun at both parties. Why not?
Absolutely. And imagine how quick a shift we could make or create if we take up some of our offerings tonight. Remember, we are both offering free little mini sessions, discovery sessions, where you can get to know us better, and it's going to be a lot more richer experience for you. You connect with us on a one-to-one, and I can see there's quite a few people here tonight, or some people here tonight, who are already have met me through the Spiritual Events Directory, and you've already got your kit of oils, and you know how life-changing they are. Because if we want to raise our own vibrations, we need tools, and these essential oils are so life-changing, and they give us the ability to step into the expansion of the expression of our brilliance and who we are. They give us tools. When you're feeling down, you can reach for an oil. If you feel that you want to be inspired, you can reach for an oil and diffuse them, drink them, apply them, and also create lots of recipes. We have an endless amount of ways that you can create a beautiful lifestyle, bringing oils into your home. And if you've got any children, children absolutely love oils. I have grandchildren who, they sit up and they put up their feet at night and, Nana, can I have some oils before I go to bed? Or I will bring the oils out. I've got a 2-year-old, 2.5-year-old, and if I know he's due for a sleep, it's like a little bit of a no-brainer. I'll sit him up on the bed and I'll get out the little oils that we have for children and start applying them to his feet. And that just puts him into that beautiful, relaxed state and gives me that ability to bond with him and create a beautiful relationship with him. They are empowering. So if there's anyone out here watching us tonight and you're worried about your children that are going crazy around the house and you're not feeling like you're in control of it, you feel like your children are running amok, well, you can easily create a whole ambience with the energy
Yes.
of our peace and calming that comes in the kit, because
Absolutely.
all the lavender oil or the stress away or whatever, there's such a variety of oils that we can use for so many ways.
Right. I have
Haha.
my grandchildren tomorrow, so I might break the oils out while they're with me tomorrow. My grandchildren are 12 and 13, so I'll be throwing the oils around tomorrow.
Actually, with
I'm going to get into oils for pets. I want people to know that we have the oils for the pets in the range, and I'm really feeling drawn to letting people know about that. So people who are pet lovers, stay tuned, get over to my group, because I'll talk a little bit about it there, but I'll also bring it in here with Kay as well, when we come together each week, because our pets need that love and care as well. So don't forget your pets in amongst all of this. Because they deserve to be kept calm.
We have a range of oils that are good for pets, and a lot of people say you can't use oils with pets. Well, you can't use synthetic oils with pets, but young oils have been proven over and over again. People are using them with their pets successfully and safely, and we're all about safety and learning what to do, what not to do, because some people have done some damage with their pets.
Yes. Remember, it's like anything. If you don't have the knowledge, don't use it. Seek the knowledge first. So that's what we'll be doing. We're giving you the knowledge to support you with using them for you personally, but also for your pets and so forth as well. So everything can be of a support so long as you know how to use them.
Absolutely.
So and one and say, hey, how?
So Melissa Island, there is one I would recommend, and that is Progessence. I found that was brilliant throughout menopause, and in actual fact I use Progessence every night because it helps me calm. When I started using Progessence, my emotions just took this steady flow about them, and in the last few weeks I realised I'd had my Progessence packed in my overnight toiletry bag and I hadn't pulled it out. And you know what, I kind of did a bit of a dive after Christmas, and it just dawned on me a few days ago that, oh my gosh, I have not been using Progessence. So Melissa, let's get together and I'll talk to you, because I know you've got your own wholesale account like us. That would be the next oil that I would recommend you might look into. Now, everybody, and Kimberly, I don't know which one I missed, which one. You might have to go back and listen to the replay. I want to thank you, Trish, for coming on. This has been such a delight to work together. This is our premiere show, and we will be. We plan to be on every week, and we're just going to let this grow organically. And we want feedback from you people, what you would like us to do, and we want your questions. We invite that. But we're in gratitude. I think I can speak for both of us, in gratitude of your interaction and being here with us tonight. Friend request us, have your free mini readings and your little connections, and join our community. So children going to sleep, lavender, stress away, peace and calming, Bella. There's about 4 or 5 oils in the kit that I would be recommending, and we have other oils for children as well.
Yes. So let us know, Kimberly, either myself or Kay. Happy to help you with organising your kit and using those for your beautiful cherubs. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, well, I think we better go because we're a little bit over time and there'll be somebody in. So jump on, friend request us, and let's help you to step into your courage with peace and bring the joy into your life. And I'm going to say goodbye, wishing you blessings from my heart to yours. And Trish, would you like to give us a little goodbye?
Absolutely. And yes, we are running late, so we do apologise to the people who are going to come on for their show next. Thank you for having me in here again tonight. It's been a wonderful, wonderful commitment that I have made to come in here with Kay, and it's been wonderful that I have met Kay. We've just really connected, and we talk like we've been friends for 1,000 years, and that's what I love about it. We come from the same space. We've had lots of the same experiences in life, and that's why we're here, because we're drawing on them and we're passionate, and we want you to be as passionate as what we are. So thank you, everyone, for joining us here tonight. And we will see you all again next week. So we'll see you all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed next week, same time, same space. So thank you again, and I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful sleep. Bye for now.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.